Good evening. Thank you to everyone for attending tonight's ceremony and for your support of the class of 2022. Please stand for the presentation of our colors, the singing of our national anthem, and the Pledge of Allegiance. Please remain standing until the colors exit the arena.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The United States of America, like no other country in the world, symbolizes liberty, justice, and the American way. To those of you who have served in the armed forces of our great nation, we thank you for your service. Please remain standing as I invite you to place your hand over your hearts and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Members of the Southwest Local School District Board of Education, administration, faculty, staff, parents, friends, and many special guests, thank you for joining us tonight and attending the 142nd William Henry Harrison High School commencement ceremony. This evening, we recognize one of life's most important and memorable moments, the presentation of the high school diploma. In attendance with us this evening are teachers, staff members, and administrators from all educational and service areas of the Southwest Local School District. We would like all current and past teachers, administrators, and all educational service providers of the Southwest Local Schools to please stand and be recognized. On behalf of the community and the class of 2022, thank you all for helping us reach this very special day. Without your guidance, enthusiasm, and dedication to us, this day would not have been possible. Among us are the brave and patriotic, and to recognize them for their commitment to serving in the armed forces, you will notice that not all of our tassels are green and white. Sitting with our class are classmates with red, white, and blue tassels. indicating that these classmates will soon be leaving the area to begin their military enlistment. Graduation is a very special time, and we reserve this time in our ceremony to ask the members of the class of 2022 who will be entering service to our country in the United States Armed Forces to please stand. Now I ask all veterans and current military personnel to please stand so that we may recognize and honor you. Please join me again. Thank you for your service. To wear the green and white and share Wildcat pride is a long-time tradition. Tonight, 284 seniors will soon become Harrison High School graduates. If you are a loyal and proud graduate of William Henry Harrison High School, please stand and show your Wildcat spirit. I would like to extend a special thank you to Mrs. Hinnerlong and Mr. Ward, our senior class advisors, Mr. Egan and Miss Adams for today's music, Mr. Morris, Sergeant Major Sheward, Mr. Barnes, Mrs. Akra, Mrs. Barker, the Activity Center staff, and especially Mrs. Jackson, Mrs. Missler, Mrs. Nixon, and Miss Daniel for their assistance in the planning, organization, and coordination of tonight's commencement program. Many thanks for your dedication and contribution on behalf of the class of 2022. I ask the audience to join me in a hand of appreciation for all that they do. Vision and direction begin with elected leaders, and our district features school board members with great dedication and commitment to all students in our community. It is with respect, appreciation, and pride that I introduce the members of the Southwest Local Board of Education. Mr. Jeffrey Biddle, President. Mr. Robert Keefe, Board Member. Mr. Mike King, Board Member. Mr. Chris Payne, Board Member. And Mrs. Susan Robards, Board Member. Thank you for making our school a great place to learn and grow. The day-to-day operations of our district are led by administrators who are entrenched in an ever-changing and fast-paced world of education. These leaders include the Southwest Local Administration and the Great Oaks Career Center Administration. Seated on the guest platform are Mr. John Hamstra, Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Thomas Lowe, Treasurer, Mrs. Corinne Hayes, Assistant Superintendent, Mrs. Kirsten Rogers, Director of Pupil Services, Mr. Adam Lobeck, Director of Business Operations, Mr. William Alderman, Diamond Oaks Career Center Assistant Dean of Instruction. Secondary administrators, Mr. Matt Lindley, Mr. Brandon McBee, Mr. Mark Mybers, Mr. Chris Niehaus, and Mr. Christian Tracy. And elementary principals, Mrs. Joanna Gotti, Mr. Dave Kelly, Mr. Ron Mangus, Mrs. Mia Neckel, and Mr. Dan Rouster. At this time, would the senior a cappella members join the choir? They will be performing the choir's selection of Landslide.
I took my love and I took it down. Climbed a mountain and I turned around. And I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills till the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? I don't know. I don't know. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I've built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, children get older, and I'm getting older too. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, and children get older, and I'm getting older too. Well, I'm getting older too. Take my love, take it down. Climb the mountain and I turn around. If you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, the landslide will bring you down. If you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, the landslide will bring you down. Well, the landslide will bring you down.
The Southwest Local School District prides itself on academic and social growth every day. Our mission and motto appears in classrooms, on stationery, and is taught and practiced daily throughout the districts by students and staff alike. Today, we take our 13 years of academic and social preparation into the world, prepared for whatever might come our way. Each year, graduating seniors are asked to consider sharing their final thoughts on both the past and the future. 2 talented students from our class have been selected to share their messages with our families, friends, the Southwest community, and the class of 2022. Our speakers tonight are classmates, in order of speaking, Jen Maines and Max Bourne.
About 8 days ago, I decided to scrap my original speech and replace it with this new one. I just felt like I had more to say to the students assembled here tonight. So on a random Saturday night, I just took out my phone and began recording my running thoughts. Today is one of the most important dates in our lives. We can finally show our friends and families that we made it to the finish line. And as I look out into this scene of green and white, I wonder, how did we get here, and what made us the graduating class that we are? We no longer are the awkward freshmen that are frantically wondering if we were supposed to use our lockers or not. We aren't considered the annoying underclassmen by Miss Noise anymore. And the girls finally learned how to part their hair down the center, while the boys decided that mullets were the best hairstyle to resurface. We survived our freshman year in a flash and began to grow up. In the classroom, things began to change. Most of us were pretty active, but realized how out of shape we were after Mr. Menzies' heart rate lab. We went from learning 1 + 1 to adding letters into math equations for no other reason than to make it harder. And for some reason, we don't get nap time, although I think it's agreed among the seniors that we need it more than preschoolers. While there are some significant changes, not everything was different. We were still surrounded with kids we have known our entire childhood. It's kind of weird to see people like Dawson Haney and remember that he went to my iCarly themed birthday party in elementary school. Which, by the way, he'll tell you was a blast. For 7 hours a day, 5 days a week, we saw the same faces, heard the same voices, and sat in the same seats. Then one year, all of this changed right before our eyes. I think one of the most obvious commonalities that we have is that we are a result of a national pandemic, which I'm sure everyone knows is COVID-19. It's crazy how that one March during our sophomore year drastically changed our lives, yet we just rolled with it. All of the loneliness spent in quarantine, all the Teams calls where no one wanted to turn on their cameras, and the longing for life to become normal again had just made us stronger together. When school was back in, most everyone complied with the mask mandate. Together, we tried to keep the school open to avoid going back to virtual school. We succeeded, and now here we are getting to sit right next to each other and shake the hands of those on stage. We started out scared of this virus, but together we overcame this fear and began better prepared for each other. What COVID didn't prepare us for was the awful symptoms of senioritis we are bound to succumb to. By the time the second semester rolls around, waiting to hear back from colleges and receiving your high school diploma can feel like the longest stretch of time. The desire to graduate and find out which college you will be attending, along with the overwhelming amount of homework and AP exams, can lead to an insane amount of senioritis symptoms. I'm sure I can speak for almost everyone when I say I'm surprised I passed this year with the amount of days of school I've missed. But these missing days, they included making up missing assignments that we didn't even know we had until our grade would drop drastically. These days were filled with asking for extensions and doing anything we could to get some extra credit. My favorite days were the times when we'd get class time to work on assignments, and I'd spend most of the time just playing Tetris. In hindsight, I probably would have saved myself a lot of stress if I had just worked on the assignment, but I did get a new high score in Tetris, so I'm pretty happy with my choice. This year, we have made a lot of choices, both good and bad, but despite the outcome of these choices, they have landed us all here in these seats together. Everything that we have been through and experienced together is a part of us and has made us who we are today. Today, we made it. We finished some of the hardest 4 years of our lives, and who knows what else we will be able to do in the future. Because no matter what we face, always remember what Winnie the Pooh told us: you are braver than you believe, smarter than you seem, and stronger than you think. Thank you.
Hello, graduates, parents, and friends. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Max Bourne. Before you guys begin to ask, yes, I'm graduating. For those of you who do know me, I'm sure you're expecting a very serious, well-thought-out speech. And wherever she is, Miss Henderlong, I know that's a hyphenated modifier. Now, before I get any further into this speech, allow me to extend an apology to Mr. Lindley, Niehaus, and Mr. McBee, as well as the parents who saw the fake Twitter post I created under Mr. McBee's name in 10th grade saying school was canceled due to a busted pipe. Instead of a day off school that Friday, I was rewarded a Saturday school, and surprisingly, that was my only one. And to my classmates, it has truly been an honor walking the halls of Harrison High School with all of you, even those of you who I've never had a conversation with. Not getting close to me was wise. If you would have, you probably would have been walked down to the principal's office with me. As most of you guys know, I have a deep appreciation for Drake, and to reference him, I might say, we started from the bottom, and as I look around here today, it seems like the whole team's here. I'd like to take a second to congratulate all of you here today, knowing some of your journeys and obstacles you had to overcome during 4 of the most stressful yet extremely fun years of our lives just displays how well as a group we can handle adversity. These 4 years have gone by too fast, but mainly this one. Feels like just yesterday I was sitting in my first high school class, going to my first high school football game, or hanging out in the Disc Bros basement with the 4th of the grade. I want to thank this high school campus and students enrolled for allowing me to expand myself socially as a person, especially from my first girlfriend to my second girlfriend to my third. I've learned a lot, mainly that I am the problem. To put into perspective just how long we've been coming to the school Monday through Friday, consider this. We entered freshman year with an app called Musical.ly, and now we're leaving with TikTok. We underwent a nationwide pandemic sophomore year that gave us its best attempt to keep us inside, which brought with it the longest summer of our parents' lives and hands down the best of ours. A junior year that had you wondering if the person who sat next to you in your 4th bow would be there or if they would have been quarantined. And somehow, by the grace of God's hand, this amazing senior year brought to us not only a Bengals playoff win, but a Super Bowl run led by the savior of Cincinnati, Joe Burrow. That is the only man I'm worried about a girl leaving me for. But if I could just have a moment of seriousness for the first time on this campus, I'd like to speak on behalf of my classmates and thank all the parents here today for everything you have done and sacrificed for us over these past 12 school years. Thank you, parents. Thank you guys for driving us to football games, sleepovers, keeping money in our lunch account, and especially, this is sarcasm by the way, for taking our phones when we didn't have our grades up. What you parents went through during these 12 years must have been a struggle. I know how much of a hassle this class can be to try and speak reasoning to, considering we all know everything already. We do, we really do. I'd like to take a second to thank our teachers for their time and effort in and out of the classroom to help us best be prepared for the next level of school, or for those not continuing their education, the real world. Teachers really are the heroes that don't wear capes, except there's 2. I'm sure Mr. Motzinger and Mr. Karn do every Monday night during WWE. So 100% happens. They definitely act like they're in the ring themselves. I love you, Mr. Motzinger. Now, before I conclude my speech, I want to remind all of you here today that although being with this group has been a daily habit for the past 4 years, this night is different. We will never be a collective group like this ever again. So, take a moment, say thank you to your favorite teachers, administrators, say goodbye to friends you may never share a room with again. This could be our very last time seeing multiple of these people here. It has been a pleasure attending this school for the past 4 years. Who would have ever expected me to say, I will indeed miss it. Take with me fond memories, valuable relationships, and a diploma somehow. Congratulations to the class of 2022. I wish you all the best of luck. I love you guys. I love you.
Would our senior band members please join the band?
Leadership plays a key role for success in any organization. As members of the senior class, we recognize the important role the Southwest Local School Board of Education and the Superintendent's Office play in the long-term planning and the day-to-day operations. The Southwest Local School District is a nationally recognized, high-achieving educational leader at all levels. Elementary, junior, and high schools all are outstanding. We thank the Board of Education and the district leadership team for their commitment, dedication, vision, and long hours of service to the district. We leave well prepared and extremely proud to be Harrison High School graduates. Sharing his commencement day comments to the parents, friends, and the class of 2022 is Southwest Local School Superintendent, Mr. John Hamstra.
Let's give it up for the band real quick. That was awesome. I was fired up. Whoever's playing that drum back there, we need to get it out for the basketball and volleyball matches. Wow, we made it. Well, almost. What a crowd. Thank you for coming out tonight for the 142nd William Henry Harrison High School Commencement Ceremony. Think about that. What an honor it is to be standing here, especially considering the challenges that we've faced over the last 2+ years. Congratulations, graduates. I'd like to start by thanking those that have helped get us here this evening. First, I'd like to thank our Board of Education for clear and consistent support this school year, for serving our students, parents, and the community as a whole with grace, diligence, compassion, and dedication. Thank you for stepping up and actively seeking to provide our students with the best possible educational experience. Parents and guardians, this night is in large part a testament to your love, dedication, determination, and support. You too have experienced the many, many ups and downs that have come with the last 13 years of schooling and 18 years of your child's life. The joys that accompany the successes, as well as the wiping of the tears after a loss, hurt, or hang-up. Thank you, parents and guardians, for being there through the good, the bad, and the ugly. As a school district, we thank you for trusting us with your most prized treasure each and every day. We do not take this lightly. Teachers, administrators, and school personnel, thank you for advocating for the students that we work with each day. Thank you for living our mission, academic and social growth for all students every day. Thank you for living our core values and modeling the love for learning and the importance of persistence. You deal hope. Thank you, and well done. Tonight, again, I leave you with a quote, a story, and a charge. First, a quote. 4-star Army General and Secretary of State Colin Powell once remarked, "If you're going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It's a prevailing attitude." As the 142nd graduating class of William Henry Harrison High School, you have begun the process of developing the habits of excellence in all that you do, from the small to the big things. Otherwise, you would not be walking across this stage tonight. Your parents and teachers help put these habits in your help instill these habits at an early age. How often do you hear these phrases? Don't forget to brush your teeth. Work before play. Is your schoolwork done? Treat others as you would like to be. Hurt people, hurt people. Be sure to walk a mile in another person's shoe. People who live in glass houses should not throw. A penny saved is a penny earned. Make sure you say thank you. All these phrases led to positive habits, habits that become what we do and who we are. A quick story. This past Thanksgiving, a first grade teacher gave her class a fun assignment to draw a picture of something for which they were thankful. There were several students in her class that live in poverty, but all would celebrate the holiday with turkey and other traditional Thanksgiving treats. The teacher had given this assignment for years, so she had a pretty good idea of what the subject of most of her students' art would be. Marcus, one of her students, made a different kind of picture. Marcus was a different kind of boy. He struggled, to say the least, both academically and socially. He was often irritable and unhappy. As other children prayed at recess, Marcus would stand close by his teacher's side. One could only guess the pain that Marcus felt behind those sad eyes. Yes, his picture was different. When asked how to draw a picture of something for which he was thankful, he drew a hand. Nothing else, just an empty hand. His abstract image captured the imagination of his peers. Whose hand could it be? One child guessed it was the hand of a farmer because farmers raise turkeys. Another suggested a police officer because the police protect and care for people. Still others guessed it was the hand of God, for God feeds us. And so the discussion went until the teacher almost forgot the young artist himself. When the children had gone on to other assignments, she paused at Mark's desk, bent down and asked him whose hand it was. The little boy looked away and muttered, "It's yours." She called the times that she had taken his hand and walked him here or there as she had the other students. How often she'd said, "Take my hand, Marcus, we'll go outside," or "Let me show you how to hold a pencil," or "Let's do this together." Marcus was most thankful for his teacher's hand. Brushing aside a tear, she went on with her work. This story speaks to more than thankfulness. It says something about the teachers teaching and parents parenting and friends showing friendship, and how much it means to the Marcuses of the world. They might not always say thanks, but they'll remember the hand that reaches out. We have this passion to be in the public eye, but we often lack the patience to do the work behind the scenes. We have to stop telling the world what you're about to do and just do it. Steve Jobs once said, "We do not say anything about future projects we work on. We work on them in secret, behind the scenes, and then we release them to the world." We only have so much real estate in our minds and hearts. We have only so much bandwidth in our mental capacity. And the more distractions, the more delusions, the more negativity that we allow to take up real estate in our hearts and minds, the less energy we have to fulfill our destiny. Many of the memories you made here at William Henry Harrison High School will last a lifetime. The last 13 years of your school career mirror life in many ways. There will be several poignant moments that will both determine and shape your future. More than education, more than experience, a person of level of resilience and attitude will determine who succeeds and who fails. Take nothing for granted. To the class of 22, your charge: make the most of each and every day. We are guaranteed nothing, as we've discovered over the last 24 months. Only you can make the most of your life, so do it. Make it happen. Few of us will ever face the exact same challenges, but we will be expected to make the right choice when key decisions in life arise. Don't waste time looking over your shoulder. Live in the present, be in the moment with a focus on building to the greater good. The world is bigger than you and I, and while past events have helped shape who we are today, they do not define us. The sky is the limit. Congratulations again, class of 2022. Go forth and do big things.
Each year I look forward to the graduation day. It's a time of celebration and great optimism. It's a time of accounting and reflection, and allow us an opportunity to share moments of contentment and satisfaction. We like to look back on the things we have accomplished and dream of the road into the future. One chapter is ending and a new chapter is beginning. And as I look at the faces of the class of 2022, I can't help but smile. You have been a joy to watch and to work with, and thank you for making Harrison High School such a wonderful place. It is with great pleasure that I invite the Southwest Local School Board President, Mr. Jeffrey Biddle, to join me at the podium. Mr. Jeffrey Biddle, I am proud to announce to you that all members of the William Henry Harrison High School class of 2022, present and seated before us, have completed the requirements established by the United States Department of Education, the laws of the great state of Ohio, the Ohio Department of Education and Advanced Ed Accreditation Board, the Ohio Board of Regents, and the rigorous standards of the Southwest Local Board of Education necessary to earn the Ohio High School Diploma. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration, we are happy to present to you for your formal approval the members of the William Henry Harrison class of 2022.
And by the authority vested in me as President of the Board of Education of the Southwest Local School District, Hamilton County, Ohio, I formally accept the candidates for graduation in the class of 2022. The high school diploma signifies the completion of all national, state, and local requirements and may be presented at this time.
Would the students in row 1 please stand and accept your diploma when your name is called?
Kylie Elena Todd. Zoe Ann Zobel. Julia Ann Harmon. Holly Marie Forbeck. Naya Jade Brock. Jessica Marie Guilfoyle. Genevieve Marie King. Caitlin Elizabeth Hart. Emma Faith Huber. Courtney Rose Reckelhoff. Christana Eileen Kowalski. Morgan May Mundy. Vincent Anthony Fiorino. Randy Devin Alfaro. Adam Nathan Evanson. Taryn Douglas Jackson. Alexander Joseph Peak. Joshua Alexander Moore. Seth Stephen Hopkins. Logan James Steffi. Ethan Hunter White. Justin Mark Potker. Peyton James Abbott. Blake Vaughn Adams. Alyssa Jordan White. Josie Ann Ferris. Leon Lee Russell. Alyssa Catherine Perry. Olivia Elizabeth Aline Hopper. Zaina Abu Shindi. Summer Nicole Auer. Hannah Nicole Ofterhar. Courtney Kate Becker. Ashley Marie Bly. Samantha Alice Jo Dawn Bockerstedt. Caitlin Audrey Bogle. Keith Charles Adams Jr. Stephen Lorne Baker. Matthew Joseph Barger. Jermaine Philip Bates. Brett Nicholas Bauman. Jack Andrew Bausch. Brandon Eric Beebe. Gage Anthony Behrens. Grant Alexander Bischoff. Nathan Scott Blank. Kobe Jordan Boatwright. Maximus Cameron Bourne. Elena Suzanne Borgamenke. Marissa Cheney Brewster. Mary Kathleen Brinker. Hallie Davin Browning. Samaria Serenity Rain Cabrera. Isabella Maddie Carmen. Cadence Elizabeth Sue Carter. Mia Marie Caruso. Jada K. Chambers. Peyton Elizabeth Clark. Lucy Beatrice Collins. Abigail Victoria Lynn Cox. Noah Matthew Brown. Daniel Jackson Browning. Logan Scott Bueller. Lane Nathaniel Busby. Sim Jackson Bussell. Dominic James Butler. Cooper Douglas Carley. Caden Riley Kavanaugh. Wyatt Patrick Claypool. Cade Thomas Combs. David Charles Compton. Eric Brandon Cooper II. Shelby Lynn Dwanger. Abby Jo Coyle. Alexis Jordan Davis. Emily Ann Rose Dick. Madison Nicole Dickey. Lily Isabella Dorfline. Josie Marie Doty. Courtney May Doyle. Ava Hunter Eckel. Sarah Lorelei Endres. Callie Jordan Ernst. Cheyenne Nicole Faust. Jacob Roy Copenhaver. Thomas Benjamin Couch Jr. Dylan Robert Cox. Logan Patrick Creighton. Craig Alexander Crosby. Dakota Austin Deerwester. Jesse Rufino Del Angel. William Charles Deers. Wesley Stephen Dispro. Troy Joseph Dold. Niels Barrett Dornbush. Jordan Tyler Dowell. Jasmine Marie Fillmore. Kylie Renee Jean Fraley. Kylie Brianne Frederick. Lindsay Kirsten Green.
Alyssa Lynn Hamilton. Lydia Jane Harrison. Riley Nicole Hartman. Emily Sue Heimkreider. Emma Rose Marie Hellman. Faith Janine Helms. Sarah Rain Helms. Rosario Marie Holterman.
Elijah Miles Doyle. Nicholas Christian Dunn. Kyler Stephen Esterman. Tyler Jeffrey Everett. Elijah James Fleming. Wyatt Nathaniel Frederick. Charles Mason Gray. Chase Elijah Gray. Matthew Thomas Gray.
Zachary Robert Halusek. Tyler Joseph James Hahn. Dawson Wade Haney. Abigail Myrtle Hudnall. Carly Mae Hunter. Olivia Grace Jackson. Caitlin Renee Jesse. Samantha Lynn Jesse. Kendall Ann Johnson. Michaela Ann Johnson. Aaliyah Mary Karen Jones. Lillian Eve Kilby. Elizabeth Jane Kilgore. Riley Lynn Kirkwood. Teresa Renee Kleinman. Logan Thomas Helms. Samuel Gary Thomas Herman. Jaden James Hughley. Alexander Michael Enderhees. Blake Edward Johnson. Cody Michael Kinser II. Jacob Eugene Cluse. Christopher Leon Knox. Jonathan Allen Knox. Ryan Stephen Lane. Caden James Lamont. Shelby Madison Lockaby. Alexis May Lovins. Shijin I. Maines. Bailey Nickel Manos. Peyton Elizabeth Meese. Elena Mary Mills. Erin Margaret Mills. Kaylin Marie Mullins. Abigail Rose Nabalski. Leah Nicole Norman. Brooklyn Paige Oliver.
Michaela Ann Peterson.
Cole Morgan Long. Maxwell James Lundy. Fletcher Joseph McMurdo. Christopher Michael Madsen. Justin Thomas Manos. Kyle James Manos. Rashad Jordan Manton. Miguel Angel Martinez. Andrew Joseph Braden Mason. Justin Christopher Mathis. Quentin Michael Melcher. Tyler Jacob Mitchell.
Monica Anna Rose Phillips. Lana Elizabeth Price. Hope Marie Rains. Tesla Marie Ray. Jaden Gracelyn Reeves. Rachel Elizabeth Rivera. Cheyenne Sherilyn Roberts. Carissa Riley Rucker. Isabella Grace Satterfield. Lillian Marie Schroeder. Cassandra Marie Schulteis. Shelby Lynn Scroggins.
Grant Daniel Morse. Robert Carlton Mumphrey. Max Magdaleno Munoz. Seth Jacob Newton. Jeremy Allen Nichols. Michael Robert Neiman. Roland John Noble III. Owen James Nagira. Ethan Andrew Osterhag.
Ryan Christopher Pandorf. Jalen Donnie Parker. Ethan Blaine Patrick. Dream Hokulani Sayanumana Tafa. Caitlin Sophia Smith. Kelsey Lynn Smith. Alexa Rain Spaeth. Lily Danielle St. John. Clara Elizabeth Jane Stalin. Emma Nicole Stritholt. Brooklyn Kelly Sonnenberg. Sierra Mackenzie Taylor. Rachel Irene Tepfer. Maria Lynn Turpin. Brooke Shelby Vaught. Benjamin Michael Peasley. Cole Robert Perkins. Benjamin Scott Pruitt. Mark Thomas Radcliffe. Dawson Blake Radigan. Miles Keen Riedenauer. Devin Kenneth Reese. Blake William Lee Riley. James Donald Riley IV. Jacob Hunter Roa. Holden Anthony Roberto. Kyra Brooke Vole. Emma Faith Ward. Raven Ireland Weber. Taylor Ann Wimpy. Faith Ann Westpesser. Shelby Madison White. Leanne Evelyn Withrow. Shelby Renee Young. Grace Margaret Zobel. Andrew King Roberts. Emiliano Lancelot Rodriguez. Andrew Robert Roush. Gage Brennan Ruberg. Isaiah Troy Bucky Dino Rudisil. Kenneth Edward Saxon III. John Matthew Schmidt. Connor Blade Schultz. Landon Eric Schultz. Evan Ryan Schregler. Andrew Michael Sebastian. Lucas Allen Shanks. Seth Michael Snyder. Bryce Laren Strong. Dylan Tracy Sunderhouse. Grant Thomas Swope. Dylan Michael Turlaw. Trevor Hayden Glenn Tyndall. Logan Thomas Tombragle. Nathan Michael Turner. Logan Paul Vogelsang. Avery David Vogt. Ian Scott Ward. Alexander David Wong. Nicholas Gordon Wong. Vincent Yang. Riley Patrick Yelton. Mason Noah Douglas Young. Nathan James Yonker. Augustus David Barry Zobel.
We're gonna, as soon as the last one sits, you guys can sit. Go ahead and sit. At this time, I would like to bring up the valedictorian and salutatorian for the Harrison High School and for the Oaks Vocational School for the changing in the tassel. Our valedictorian is Vincent Fiorino. Our salutatorian is Kylie Todd. Our Oaks valedictorian is Randy Alfaro. And our Oaks salutatorian is Zoe Zobel. If those students could please join me on the podium.
Before we continue, I'd like to quickly thank you all, class of 2022, for being great friends and for all the amazing memories we've made together. Know that I will never forget any of you, and I hope you all will never forget each other. I'd also like to thank our teachers and faculty again for guiding and mentoring us through these past 4 years, especially through those troubling times of COVID and online school. And lastly, as some of you know, it is Wednesday, Hawaiian Shirt Wednesday. And if you all think I wasn't going to go through with it in the end, well, you'd be wrong. Yeah! But with that, class of 2022, please rise up and join us. Please change your tassel from right to left. Congratulations, guys, we did it!